I was sent to Heathrow Airport this weekend just gone to pick up one single passenger, a young lad from Thailand. And what I was met with when I got there was sheer and utter chaos. How do everyone? It's a Friday, we're getting near the day's end now and the weekend will soon be upon us. Well, it's not a pretty picture for holiday makers, is it? Particularly the ones going into Heathrow Airport. Just when you thought it was all safe, it's gone potty doolah again, and there are varying reasons for this. It's in the news, and I'll show you that article shortly, but I actually saw this with my own eyes at the weekend. I was sent to Heathrow to pick up a young man from a country that's going on the red list. Well, it's on the red list now. It went on the red list on Monday, and he attends a private school in Cornwall. And it was a case of get him in the country quick before he can't get in the country and has to stay in a hotel at the cost of £2,000 to his family. Not an acceptable situation by any stretch of the imagination. I walked into the arrivals area, as I usually do, in Terminal 2, about 50 minutes to an hour after the plane landed. And I waited, and I waited. And like Joe Biden, I checked my watch, and I waited some more. And I found out he was in the immigration queue. Me personally, it took 2.5 hours for that one single young lad to get off the plane, get through everything, and get in my car and get out of there. Sheer, utter disgust. You know, this was a young lad. Think of pregnant women, older men and ladies, people with disabilities all coming through. And sometimes it's quite hot in there and it's not acceptable by any stretch of the imagination. Have a look at this. Yes, according to the news, some passengers are having to wait for up to 4 hours, and you can bet your bottom dollar some will be waiting longer than that if it's larger families. And there are very many reasons for this. Number one, shortage of staff. Some of them are on furlough still, so won't or can't come into work. Number two, the e-gates can only be used by over 12s. So if you've got families coming in, they have to be shuffled off to desks, which are undermanned and understaffed. Baggage reclaim, baggage handlers, again, furlough problems. All the paperwork that has to be checked, all the passenger locator forms and all the rest of it. And the fifth and final one, countries are opening up and it's getting a little more easier and people are getting a little bit more confident with travelling, so they're all going to fuck off to the airport, get on a plane and go somewhere hot, and they all pile back. Now you think at the moment, and Ian Duncan Smith said this in Parliament, we are not fully open. We're getting there, but we're not fully open, and this problem has been going on for months and months and months. I actually thought it was better for a time. A couple of times I went to the airport, no problem, in and out in an hour, like it should be, like the old days. But it seems to have reverted back to type. And meanwhile, what do Priti Patel and Grant Chaps do about it? Sweet fuck all. This problem needs sorting, folks. It's not going to go away on its own. This is the Gabby Cabby signing off. Toodaloo.